And this is the key. You don't quit and you don't make excuses. Every hard choice is a brick in the path toward the life you want. But every excuse is a brick in the wall that will stand in your way. When the opportunity to do something special presents itself, the people most prepared to meet the challenges will be the ones who made the most hard choices, who faced adversity and overcome it. They certainly wouldn't have won all their fights, but they never quit.
Is there advice you can give to people, to young kids that are living through a shitty situation of any sort, a tough life?
Find a thing you like. Try to find a thing that you really enjoy. Try to find a thing that you're passionate about.
Like an activity.
Yes. For me, early on, it was drawing. It was illustrations. It was comic books. I wanted to be a comic book illustrator. And then it went from comic book drawing and illustrations to martial arts. But it was just another thing that I was very, very passionate about. And that was my vehicle out of my dilemma. That was my vehicle out of my own anxiety and trauma and my own issues and insecurities. And find something. Find a thing that you genuinely enjoy, because getting good at things you genuinely enjoy is extremely beneficial for young people, because it lets you know that, like, everybody thinks they're a loser. Every young person thinks they're a loser, at least a young person in the situation I was at. Like, I didn't know I wasn't a loser until I started winning, until I started doing martial arts. Martial arts taught me that, like, I could get better at stuff, that I wasn't really a loser. I just was someone who was, like, in a fucked up situation. But you could channel all that energy that you have as a young person into something and get better at it. And then all of a sudden people admired me. I was like, this is crazy. So I went from being someone who was incredibly insecure and basically a failure to someone who was really successful at this one thing that was very dangerous, that other people were scared of. And that gave me immense confidence and also a real understanding of the direct correlation between hard work and success.
Now I know, maybe you're thinking, I don't know how to build a dam. I don't know how to get 1 million people involved in anything. Well, let me tell you a secret. No one does when they begin. Ideas don't come out fully formed. They only become clear as you work on them. You just have to get started.
One thing I've learned through sports is the only time you're sure to lose is when you quit. In life and work, you guys are going to get knocked down a lot. How are you going to navigate those moments? Are you going to push through the self-doubt? Are you going to face the fear? Will you work relentlessly to the very end, even when the outcome is virtually certain? I hope you do, because this is the prep work for the bigger opportunities to come. The whole point of doing hard things is to build resilience and the skills to overcome adversity. It's to teach you how to find your own pathways to success. This is where you get the self-confidence to overcome your next biggest challenge.
Has helped me enormously is finding mentors I trust and then trusting them when they tell me I can do better. I learned a lot about this from my dad, who was a leading expert in what I could do better. When I was in high school, I once complained to him that I didn't have enough money to do the things I wanted to do. His response? Get another job. I told him I can't. I had essays to write, I played 3 sports, I scooped 31 flavors of ice cream at Baskin-Robbins. So he told me to take out a calendar and write down everything I did each day. And I noticed, when I had to account for every minute, that I actually wasted a reasonable amount of time. 3 weeks later, with a bit more intentionality in my schedule, I was working a second job, flipping burgers at McDonald's. My father had a great way of never telling me what to do, but always showing me a different way of looking at things.
What the hell were you all waiting for to start attacking life? Waiting for the fucking stars to align? Back when I was growing up, the song came out. All I need is a miracle. Well, guess what? That miracle ain't coming. There is no perfect time to start. You gotta start now with changing your life. We're all being tested in life. And guess what? This is one test you can't cheat on. We all have our own test. Some of us are obese. Some of us are depressed. Some of us are insecure. In the military, we had this big old rucksack on the back. Had batteries, water, extra gear. Your extra gear is the shit you're dealing with in life. And the only way to overcome it is for you and you alone to face it. You have to do your best work when you're the least motivated. So those days you don't want to do it, guess what you gotta do? You gotta suck it the fuck up and do it.
It's really good to be idealistic, but be prepared to be misunderstood. Anyone working on a big vision is gonna get called crazy, even if you end up right. Anyone taking on a complex problem is gonna get blamed for not fully understanding it, even though it's impossible to know everything up front. Anyone taking initiative will always get criticized for moving too fast because there's always someone who wants to slow you down.
Oh, so you was always confident like this?
I was always a leader.
Like,
I was always a leader. All my friends smoke, drink. I ain't never smoke and drink.
Yeah, me too.
Like, all my friends wanna kick it, I'm going to the gym.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'll see y'all tomorrow. So I always had that leader mentality.
It's not about the running, the swimming, the push-ups, the sit-ups. It's about what those things do for your mentality. You don't get better on the daggone couch. You get better by coming out here and getting the fuck after it every daggone day.
That's the real message. The real message is we all started from no. I mean, we all had bullshit jobs. We all felt like losers. But through time and effort, you build a stronger human. You build a stronger body. You build a stronger mind. You build accomplishments and will and momentum. And then you look back and you go, hey man, I'm not washing tables anymore. You know, I'm not washing dishes. I'm not cutting lawns. I'm not digging ditches.
Yeah.
You know, I'm a different person now. But I used to be.
You say you have dreams. You say, oh yeah, I'm gonna be that. I'm gonna be that champion. I'm gonna be this. But at the time when you're starting out, you don't necessarily know how it's gonna happen. You just, yeah, I could be that one day. But you don't ultimately believe. It's the work mixed in with the things that you say that kind of turns into the real belief.
See, where you just said that is what I never said. I could. Never, not once, when I was coming up, when I was little, when I was in the second grade, ever said I could. You know when you used to write what you want to be when you grow up? I used to write, I'm going to be a world champion in boxing.
You have one life, don't settle for mediocrity.
Don't settle for mediocrity. And I think the only, people debate intelligence, for example, right? We talk about IQ tests and all that. But I think the only true test of intelligence is if you get what you want out of life. And there are two parts to that. One is getting what you want, so you know how to get it. And the second is wanting the right things, knowing what to want in the first place. I could want to be a 6'8" basketball player, and I'm not going to get that. So it's wanting the wrong thing. So
that's wanting something that you can't get.
That's wanting something you can't get.
There's also wanting something that you don't want.
Yeah, wanting something that's a booby prize. There are plenty of booby prizes out there too, right?
I haven't heard that word in about 20 years.
Yeah, prizes that are just not worth having or that create their own problems.
Well, if you're not careful, you can end up in a place in life not only that you don't want to be, but one that you didn't even mean to get to.